Hey guys, Miss Byington here. I just wanted to post a video and kind of talk to you guys a little bit. I haven't seen you in a while. I'll be excited to get to kind of virtually chat with you guys a little bit over these next 2 weeks because I'm going to be the one who's going to be learning with you guys or teaching you guys from home these next 2 weeks. I had my baby. I had a boy. His name is Boone, Boone Edgar. And he's great. He's doing great, gaining tons of weight. Knox is kind of liking being a big brother, kind of being a stinker at times. But it's going well. There he is in the background playing with his toys. But anyway, so I kind of also wanted to just like brief what we're doing these next 2 weeks, but you guys are going to be looking on Canvas and looking at my Google Slides to kind of tell you exactly what I'm looking for. It's going to be helpful if you went on the R.K. Stratman field trip. If you didn't, it's okay. It'll still work. You'll still be able to do all this. Just kind of follow step by step what we're doing. So if you guys went on the R.K. Stratman field trip, if you remember when we were in that room with Cole and I don't remember the other woman's name, but she was like the fashion person, and they did that presentation. That's kind of what we're going to be doing these next 2 weeks. Since obviously you can't screen print from home, you don't have Photoshop probably, so this is kind of what we're substituting for. So these 2 weeks you're gonna in the end have one full project, and it's basically gonna be like you guys work for a company like R.K. Stratman and you are Cole and that other woman that I can't think of her name of, and you're gonna start by coming up with things that could potentially sell to your target market that you come up with. So say that you choose somebody my age, you're gonna look at places online like Target. Obviously Target's my favorite place to go. What are some other big retailers? Gap, Old Navy, that type of thing. And I want you to actually go and look at these websites, and you're gonna like grab samples from there of things that they're selling and the things they're selling a lot of. So like styles, colors, like what type of color scheme is big right now, because they know, those companies know what is gonna sell. And so you're gonna look at, like, kind of give yourself an idea of what direction you're gonna go, and that's gonna be like your brainstorming part, and you're gonna compile evidence of that to show me that you did that brainstorming. And then the next thing you're going to do is you are going to create a the next thing's not the spec. The next thing is, the mood board. So you're going to create a mood board of what you're going to create. So this mood board, and I'll have examples on there, can be digital or it can be physical. So if you have magazines at home, you can definitely make a physical one and draw on it and that type of thing. But if you don't, go ahead and make it digitally. That's fine. But if you were on the R.K. Stratman field trip, we talked about, there's Knox. We talked about mood boards, and she showed us digital versions of those mood boards. So like the example that she gave us was word art shirts, like shirts that had words on them because they're popular right now. So that was one of the mood boards. But it was Harley Davidson, so they had some stuff with like skulls and, whoa, get out of there. Skulls, roses, that type of thing. But basically your mood board should have a color palette, and that's going to be really important. I want you guys to look at those Pantone colors that they were talking about, because they're true to color, and that is like she said, Pantone is a brand who makes these like specific colors. So you need to have, well, if you're doing magazine, just get as close as you can for your, if you like do color pencil or whatever, get as close as you can to your color scheme, or you can make a separate one digitally if you want. But you're going to pick those Pantone colors, and I want to see those colors, and then I want to see other images, like definitely fashion images, but other things that are good. Like one of the images they had was a storm, because that was like the mood they were going for. They had roses on one, like I said. So other pictures other than just fashion. And the color palette. And then the next thing that you're going to do is create a spec. And so what I want you to do is basically draw out, you're gonna have 5 items that you're trying to sell. And they're all gonna be like, so when RK Stratman makes this, they're putting out their fall collection. So pretend you're putting out like a catalog, a magazine for someone to buy from. So like, you guys probably don't buy from catalogs, but basically I think of it as like their website. And like, I just went to Old Navy today and was buying things, and then they have a section that says new arrivals. So if you go under their new arrivals, like everything they're putting out for this season, it's all kind of related. They all have similar items. They have like the larger buttons going down. They have specific colors. They're doing like creams, blacks, pale blues, not peach, like a dusty rose type of color, I guess. So everything in the new arrivals were similar. So when I say catalog, you're kind of thinking about that via website, if that helps you think of it. But anyway, so for this spec, you're coming up with 5 items that you would sell in this catalog. And so they have to be, you know, they're coming from your mood board, so that's your inspiration, and then you're gonna come up with these 5 specs. So it's something you're gonna print on. Like, you have to create artwork for these 5 items. They're not just gonna be fashion pieces like my shirt has nothing on it. They would need to have a print on them, because you're gonna create the artwork for that too. But this spec is gonna be 5 items. And when I say items, like, I mean, you could print on other things. You can print on a tote bag. You could print on, I mean, really the options are endless because we're not in the classroom and this is just ideal. So you could even print on like a lunchbox or a backpack, shirts for sure, hoodies, long sleeves. You could print on pants. I mean, people print like down the side of pants or on the butt sometimes. The Pink brand or whatever does that. So if it's flat and if it's fabric or even plastic, you can print on it. So these 5 items, and then you're gonna kind of like do a little doodle on them of what it might look like. So I would want to see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with that item and the little doodle on it of what it might look like. So, and then the other thing, the last thing, that's the biggest thing, the biggest part of this project is going to be actually creating the 5 artworks. So you guys kind of got into screen printing a little bit. You haven't talked about colors yet, but 2 colors yet. You were just doing 1 color. And RK Stratman Field Trip, if you went on Friday, they weren't printing a 2 color, but basically every screen is a color. So let's like max out your colors at 5. We'll just say 5. And that's probably how many colors you want in your color palette anyway. And then you can have the object color too. So like if your shirt is blue, and then you have 5 colors on top of that to print. So when you make your artwork, this can just be on a piece of copy paper. If you have a sketchbook, you can put it in that, that's fine. And then I would want you to actually draw out this artwork. If you're doing fonts, I want you to draw out the fonts. Here, right here I just made this canvas for my husband's cousin. And I actually like drew out the font. Up here I have these things that I drew in calligraphy and I drew out the font. Over here, perfect example. This one, drew out the font. So if you're gonna do fonts, which are really popular and that's fine, I want you to actually write those fonts out. Don't just do your normal handwriting and like think that this is what I would do. No, I want it to look exactly like you would, like if I were to scan that into the computer and print it for you to actually print with that artwork. Like I want it that good. And then if you're doing an image, I want that image. If you're doing all I can think of is skull and roses. If you're doing a skull, that needs to be on there. Okay, like maybe a skateboard, like draw it out, make it look good, exactly how you would print it on the shirt. And then if you have any type of color at home, marker, now you don't have to do 5 colors. I personally like 1 or 2 or 3 maybe.
Mommy, come on.
Come on. Okay, just a second, I'm almost done. You don't have to have 5 colors. But however many colors you have, if you have colors at home, please color them in. If you do not have colors at home, I want you to label them. But I don't want you to like label in there. I want you to draw an arrow and label the color to the side, if that makes sense. Actually use the Pantone color name, please. Sorry, Knox is getting into my stuff. I'll have to go get him in a minute. But I think that's it. And this is a long video. Maybe you guys just wanted to hear another human talk. Well, actually, you guys have TikTok, so you're probably watching all kinds of videos. But maybe someone you know talk to you a little bit. And hopefully you watch this whole video. And I really look forward to hearing from you guys and seeing this. Like I said, check Canvas every day. I might post a tip or something. Or if someone had a question, I might post some clarification on Canvas about that. And just check Canvas out. I look forward to seeing what you guys are up to, what y'all are doing. Hopefully you are staying safe and you're staying inside and not going in groups bigger than 10. I really hope that everybody like around here can keep it off. I know that the virus is starting to get into St. Charles County currently. Today's Saturday, I think the 21st or something. But you know, hopefully just like be safe, guys, be smart, stay clean, and don't be going into big crowds. Like, that's just dumb. Please don't do that. Also, if you guys are super bored, go outside. You can do your sketches outside on the front porch, back porch, for this project if you want, or do your homework out there. I think it's supposed to be nice next week and next weekend, so get outside. I will say that like exercise is good. Miss Elliott's Detox Yoga on Facebook. You can get on there if you want. They're doing virtual yoga. She's not having anyone get together, so like physically. So if you guys want to get on there, maybe sign up for a class or two. That would be good. If you just need to chat, shoot me a message on Canvas. If you have any questions, message me, and I look forward to seeing you guys. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan, I will be back May 8th, and I will see you guys then. All right, talk to you later. Bye.